Cody, we just had Evan Bouchard in here, and you were a first-round draft choice. How long did it take you before you realized, okay, I'm a National Hockey League defenseman? How many, detours, I guess, did you think, okay, I'm making progress here, but no, I'm not making progress?
For me, it all started in Binghamton when I was with Ottawa. I kind of started the season down there, and I was emergency call-up, and at the first, it was kind of just shock and adrenaline that I was running on. But after that, you just you follow the vets around, you get a little settled, and then you get back to playing the way that got you there.
You were an offensive defenseman in junior, though, were you not?
Yeah, I was a little more offensive.
So how did it take you, I guess, to transpose that to where you're a very good shutdown kind of defenseman now? Is that something that just you wake up one day and say, I can't put up enough points to play in a power play, but I can do a lot of other things well?
Yeah, just the way the league is. It's so competitive. There's a lot of offensive guys, a lot of defensive guys. It's just kind of where you fit in on your team at the time. At the time, it was kind of more of a two-way role that was going to keep me in the NHL, and I just tried to adapt my game into that, and I think that's kind of shaped my career to where I am now.
Thank you.
Hi, Cody. Daniel Nugent-Bowen from The Athletic. I'm just curious, over the last few years, you've had a chance to play in one spot for a little while, going from Ottawa to Toronto to Pittsburgh, now here. What's it like making those transitions, and what's it like maybe to have a little bit of stability now?
The stability is nice, but at the same time, moving around a little bit, you do learn a lot in a short period of time, playing in different organizations, a lot of different systems, and a lot of different D partners. So you do pick up a lot in those years, but having a little bit of stability on this contract was a big decision for me, and I'm enjoying it here so far.
Kind of not perfect similarities, but there are some between the last couple stops that you've been at, and that these teams are trying to do really well. They're trying to contend. What did you learn from being in Toronto and then being in Pittsburgh that maybe you can take here? Toronto, we kind of up and down year. We had a coaching change and then the stoppage, so that year kind of was more of a blur. But just getting a chance to play with some of that skill there was really special. Last year it seemed a bit more normal, but still a shorter year. But getting a chance to play with some of those guys that have won a few cups and compete every day in practice, you learn a lot from a guy like Sid, Malkin, and Letang. So they had a really strong core, and it's the reason why they do so well every year is how hard they work. So just taking that from last year and coming here, you see the same thing from the top players here. Yeah, I was going to ask about that, just in that, Crosby and Malkin, very strong offensive players, a lot of awards, and they've got those cups too. Do you see much in the way that Connor and Leon conduct themselves and what they try to do, that obviously they're trying to get to that same level too?
There's a lot of similarities in their work ethic. It's not by fluke that they're all the best players in the world. So you see how hard they work, you want to work just as hard, and it's contagious in the room. So I think they're doing a good job at that.
And what's it been like playing with Duncan Keith, another kind of veteran guy who has some pedigree to his kind of resume there, and getting started a little bit later in training camp with him, and 5 games. How have you felt that it's gone so far?
I think it's gone good so far. We're just trying to learn off each other as quick as possible. He thinks the game at such a high level, so it's cool to get a chance to play with a guy like that and with that much experience. And he knows what it takes to win. So I'm just trying to follow his lead back there, trying to help each other out as much as possible, and do a job for our team.
It's always difficult going to a new team, especially in the position you play. What are some of the keys to when you go to a new landing spot, trying to fit in and excel as quickly as possible?
Yeah, I guess we're both new, so we're both trying to learn as quick as possible and help each other out in that way. The best thing you can do is just ask a lot of questions to guys that have been there before, try and get settled and just feel comfortable around the room and the guys. And
everyone here has been great for that. We've all gotten to know each other pretty well, so it's I think that pays into our success so far.
Starting out 5-0, does that help with the acclimation process?
Yeah, it definitely helps. Helps us everyone feel good, get to know each other a little better, and feeling good that in the beginning of the year is key in any season. But we can't just sit back now and say, oh, we won 5 games. We got to keep pushing for the rest of the season.